Hello everyone. Welcome to a very unique episode of Wehry Weekly History and Entertainment News. Unlike most episodes where I discuss what theater companies, art museums, and drive-in movies are doing during this very difficult summer, we'll mostly be taking a road trip through Berkshire County's many farmers markets. They are all still open and running, albeit with different rules and regulations. We'll be starting up north in North Adams and traveling all the way down through Lee. This information is coming from the website berkshiregrown.org in their listed order. I'll even be going on location in Lanesboro for their market. First, it's time for this week's trivia question, which will be answered at the end of the show. Despite our farmers market theme, this week's question still deals with a tourism destination. Our question is, which famous artists are the Chesterwood Studios and Estates in Stockbridge named after? Now, to begin our farmers market road trip. Our first stop is the North Adams Farmers Market, which is held every April through October. It is located at 206 Ashland Street and is being held both in person and online. Among its most popular items are bread from the A-OK Berkshire Barbecue in North Adams, summer squash, chicken drumsticks, and chicken wings from the Square Roots Farm in Lanesboro, and organic fruits and vegetables from the Red Church Farm, also in Lanesboro. The in-person farmers market is hosted every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This and all of the farmers markets I will be discussing requires patrons to wear masks and limit their time in the farmers market. Additionally, if you are still hesitant about being at these stores, you can pre-order your purchase online. Visit the website shown here to purchase your produce and have it ready by Saturday. Please note, while you can view produce online any day of the week, you can only shop Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays starting at 10 a.m. Those living in North Adams, and Williamstown can also have their produce delivered to them with a $5 delivery fee. If you are paying online with an EBT or SNAP benefit, you must use the coupon code EBT at checkout. Our next stop is the Williamstown Farmers Market, which is held May through October. It is located at 66 School Street, behind the Williamstown Elementary School. Among the businesses that are represented at Williamstown's market are Earth Skytime Community Farm, located in Manchester, Vermont, Chris's Kitchen and Sweetbrook Farm, located in Williamstown, and R&G Cheesemakers in Troy, New York. This, like the North Adams Farmers Market, is a combination of online ordering and in-person shopping. However, online ordering is mandatory for Williamstown. Online ordering takes place starting on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and goes until 5 p.m. After you purchase your order online, you then need to pick up your order at the 66 School Street location, which is open Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. To purchase your farmers market items, visit WFMessentials.org. Additionally, seniors can order special coupons from the Williamstown Council of Aging. To do so, call 413-458-8250. And now, on location at the Lanesboro Farmers Market, also known as the Berkshire Area Farmers Market. It is held every May through November at the former Berkshire Mall Sears location. It runs on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Unlike the other markets described so far, there is no online shopping at this market. Visitors must purchase their items in person. There are very few vendors at this location. Some of them include Yeski's Farm in Pittsfield, the Berkshire Mountain Bakery in Housatonic, Cricket Creek Farm in Williamstown, and Windy Ridge Farm in Hawley, Massachusetts. The website farmfreshri.org gives a good description on what items are sold at the Lanesboro Farmers Market. Additionally, check out their Facebook page for all updates on the COVID-19 crisis and farmers markets. Please note that it is no longer open on Wednesdays. That was recently changed. Our farmers market tour continues through Lennox. It is held every June through October and is located at 21 Housatonic Street in the lot in front of Siri Boutique. It is open Fridays 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Among its vendors include Mary's Kitchen and Lennox, Olivia Gourmet Olive Oils with multiple locations in Albany and Lennox, Dandelion Hill Farms in Sheffield, and the Lily Lane pop-up shops, which are located throughout the country. Lennox's store is in person. However, on their website at lennox.org/lennox-farmers-market, they give a full list of vendors. Some of these vendors will allow you to purchase goods on their website and have them shipped over to the Lennox market, in case you are still hesitant to go out in these scary times. As always, Lennox is requiring patrons to stay 6 feet apart and masked. In an interesting development, Lennox will be allowing service animals at the in-person market. Originally, Lennox mistakenly announced that all leashed animals would be allowed. However, they eventually rectified that announcement. Next up is the Pittsfield Farmers Market, formerly located at First Street, which I originally discussed on the June 2nd episode of WWHEN. In it, I discussed how Pittsfield moved this to be a virtual market only, and that is still the case. According to its website, quote, "This was launched to meet the community's need for access to fresh food and our farmers' needs for economic support during the current COVID-19 crisis." The Pittsfield Farmers Market is different from the others in the sense that it is the first teen-run market in Berkshire County and was only established in 2013. Some of the more popular vendors include White Goose Gardens from Dalton, Four Corners Farm in Worthington, Massachusetts, and Colfax Farm in Alfred, Massachusetts. As stated previously, the farm is only being held virtually. Visit the website shown here to purchase your material. You can view the store all week prior to purchase, but shopping is only available from Mondays at noon until Tuesdays at 7:30 a.m. or until their maximum order limit is reached, whichever comes first. There is no delivery fee for the following groups: SNAP recipients, those who have lost their jobs due to COVID-19, seniors, and those who have severe health problems. For all others, there is a $5 delivery fee. One last tidbit of information. Buyer beware. The Pittsfield Farmers Market cannot guarantee that your order will be 100% fresh upon delivery. The WWHEN Farmers Market Road Trip chugs along to Great Barrington. This farmers market runs from May until November and is located at 18 Church Street. It runs every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the first hour is reserved for seniors, high risk, and immunocompromised. Some of the vendors located here include Maynard Farms in Ulster County, New York, Mayflower Farms in South Egremont, Massachusetts, Berkshire Mountain Bakery, and Carr's Cider House in Hadley. Great Barrington Farmers Market is currently in person only, no online shopping. However, like some of the other farmers markets I have mentioned, they are recommending visiting the vendors' websites to purchase items on their site and then have them shipped to Great Barrington. Visit greatbarringtonfarmersmarket.org for more information. Our final stop on WWHEN's Farmers Markets is the Lee Farmers Market. It runs from May through October and is located in front of the First Congregational Church at Town Park. It runs every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Some of the vendors in Lee include Curtin Maple Products in Tyringham, Massachusetts, Sweet Acre Honey from Sunset Acre Farm in Lee, and Pittsfield Bread and Rye. Those interested can view the vendors online and then shop in person. Once again, please note that face masks must be worn at all times, and Lee is recommending that only one person shops per family to limit the amount of people. Normally, the town of Lee allows musicians to perform at these farmers markets. However, due to COVID-19, musicians will not be allowed to play. Visit leefarmersmarket.org for more information. In some breaking news, Regal Cinemas has announced their plans to reopen their theaters nationwide on August 21st. Previously, they had hoped to open on July 10th, but the rising COVID-19 cases nationwide prompted a delay. They are planning to play a combination of classic movies, modern hits, and films that premiered in 2020 but had to be dropped due to COVID-19. Visit their website at regmovies.com for all movies scheduled to play. Regal Cinemas has a large list of rules and regulations patrons must comply with. Masks must be worn by guests and employees and can only be removed when eating or drinking. Floor markers will be placed to encourage social distancing. Seats and group sizes will be reduced significantly depending on local and regional mandates. For example, in Massachusetts, this means less than 100 people. Additionally, seats will be placed 6 feet apart to limit social contact. Regal is also encouraging contactless payment by ordering tickets online or by downloading the Regal app. The concession stand is still open, but again, you can only purchase food through their website or app. There will also be hand sanitizer mounted throughout the theaters, and the theaters will be cleaned after each showing. It is unclear yet whether the Lanesboro Regal Cinemas will open alongside the rest of them nationwide. Visit regmovies.com to see which Regals will open, and stay tuned to WWHEN for updates, because with COVID-19, everything is changing seemingly every week. It's time for this week's history portion of WWHEN, which also contains the answer to this week's trivia question. As a reminder, the question was, which famous artist are the Chesterwood Studios and Estates in Stockbridge named after? The answer is Daniel Chester French. He is a sculptor, best known for the statues The Minuteman in Old Northbridge, Concord, Massachusetts, and helping with the Abraham Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Daniel Chester French created almost 100 sculptures in his lifetime. By the late 19th century, he had been working exclusively in New York City, but wanted somewhere to escape and relax. He saw that the Berkshires did not have a major art industry at the time, namely the town of Stockbridge. So, in the fall of 1895, he moved to the current location of Chesterwood at 4 Williamsville Road. There, he set up many studios to help him complete his work. He lived there for the rest of his life until his death in 1931. After he died, his daughter Margaret took it over and maintained the property to keep it within the art community. Today, it is a historically preserved estate with many of French's works in view. One can see how Daniel Chester French worked and lived in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Much of French's studio is recreated, so you can see exactly the process that he went through when he created his iconic sculptures. Also, Chesterwood has been kept in good shape because of Margaret Chesterwood's determination that her father's estate would be kept as a place where others could see his work. That ends this week's episode of Wehry Weekly History and Entertainment News. You can watch this week's episode on PCTV Channel 1301, CTSB TV Channel 1301, and NBCTC Channel 1301. Airtimes on all three of these networks vary. Visit the websites shown here for more information. Thank you.